Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. Before I say another word, I would just like to ask you guys to please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It will really do a lot for me in terms of exposure and algorithm, just to get my YouTube channel out there. I'm just trying to churn out as much YouTube videos as I can, and hopefully I can receive the support from the Pokemon TCG community, right? So yeah, let's just dive right into it. So I am actually playing this deck, which I am absolutely in love with, which is a Ceruledge MEW EX Skwovet deck, which is absolutely insane. I have to admit, it's not an original deck by me whatsoever. It's a deck that's been doing quite well in Japan. And I actually, after a lot of testing, I actually find this deck a lot better than the Revavroom deck for quite a number of reasons. I would say the main reason for it is because you can actually be setting up your draw engines without having to Ultra Ball turn 2 and things like that. You do not need to set up anything in turn 2, which is great because you can solely focus your Ultra Balls for Ceruledge. You can use your Ultra Balls early in the game for your basic Pokemons, and if you're item locked, you are not really facing a lot of trouble because you do not need to Ultra Ball for your Revavroom. You can just Ultra Ball early in the game for your Ceruledge after squawking away your hand and whatnot, right? So the double Skwovet, double MEW is actually an insane tech. But I'd say in most circumstances, you do not have multiple MEWs and multiple Skwovets out at the same time. You would basically ideally a Squawk on the bench, one MEW, one Skwovet, and one Charcadet with another Charcadet in an active spot. And you keep the last bench space for probably a Fez, or you can probably get another MEW if you want, I don't know. But if you play against a Pult deck, I think you would ideally have another Charcadet on the bench, just to avoid the Halucha play, right? You wouldn't want to be facing the Halucha play. I considered the 80 HP Charcadet just to avoid the Halucha play, and sorry, man, just getting off my deck a little bit. But I was thinking of the the 80 HP Charcadet, which would allow for a evasion of the Halucha ability, which, however, the problem that we're facing here is that it's 2 retreat costs. And you might be asking, what's the issue of having 2 retreat costs? Because you're probably not going to retreat your Charcadet anyway, right? Well, the thing is, there are a lot of scenarios where you would want to be attaching an energy card to a Charcadet just to retreat him, just to throw your energies into a discard pile. So for example, if you have a Charcadet right in the active spot, and with an energy card attached to it, and you have another Charcadet on your bench, what you ideally want to do is retreat the active Charcadet for your bench Charcadet, attach an energy card, evolve to Ceruledge, and in that scenario, you're able to discard one energy card into the discard pile, right? Which makes a lot of difference. So because of that, I am probably going to deviate away from the 80 HP Charcadet. I think we're probably going to do a lot more testings first before we see what's the ideal and the optimal Charcadet in this list, right? But yeah, that's just a no-no for now. So the list is pretty standard: Squawk, MEW, Skwovet, Ceruledge, Charcadet, and Fez. I think one of the things that I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to remove one MEW or remove one Skwovet for another Squawk. Because I mean, obviously you would want to start with Squawk first, right? More important than MEW or Skwovet, and you do not want any Squawk to be priced. Even though there are certain games, and in fact against Bolt and whatnot, where I started with a Squawk. Sorry, I started with my Squawk in the price, and yet I was still able to draw. With Squawk in the price and not benching Squawk, I actually have another bench space open for another MEW. So a Skwovet and double MEW on the bench, and the number of Carmines in the deck makes it absolutely insane, right? So the energy count is just 15 fire, 3 jet. I'm obviously open to 14 fire, 4 jets as well. It's really up to you how you want to use your jet, because like I said, jet, even though you're not going to be bench locked, not bench locked, retreat locked, because a lot of your Pokemons are 1 retreat cost. I think that's the one downside with Revavroom as well, right? Especially when you play against Pult, when you take a price lead, they'll probably counter catcher into Revavroom on fast time Bedew, and you'll probably be stuck in terms of searching out your pivot, right? So in that case, I want to avoid Revavroom. So hence I'm playing, I do not want to play the Revavroom build. I can understand why you want to play 4 jets, just because you can jet in front and retreat just to, again, throw energies into the discard pile. And of course, jet is good against like Maractus or Wellspring Ogerpon as well. So I am open to a 14-4 build as well, right? Now, for the trainers, this is a spicier spot. We are leaving the Brilliant Blender in here and the 4 Carmines, which are absolute must. The 3 bosses here, again, is very good. I felt very comfortable having 3 bosses here. The Skwovet and MEW loop allows you to get out your bosses quite often, and before you even need to use any supporter card. That's absolutely insane. That's the main thing I noticed with this list compared to a Rev Room list, is that you can flush your hand and just draw into a brand new hand, and quite often you're able to draw into the boss actually. So that's a very, very spicy dynamic, I would say. The synergy between Mew and Skwovet is absolutely insane. Now, the craziest thing about this list is that there is not a single professor researching the list, which is absolutely insane. Instead, I'm playing 2 Ionos. One of the things that I really love, that I actually find a lot of issue with other Ceruledge lists, is the disrupt play, right? You would, in certain scenarios, want to disrupt your opponent's hand. And with the double Iono and single Pal Pad here, it's absolutely insane. You're able to quite often disrupt your opponent whenever it's deemed necessary, right? But yeah, I don't really find myself needing the professor research so much. Whenever I need to discard energy cards, I'll probably do it via Carmines or Earthen Vessels or 4 Ultra Balls, or the Cycling Road, where you're able to discard an energy card and draw another card as well. So this is another insane tech. Not many decks are playing stadium cards right now, so Cycling Road is more often than not able to survive multiple turns. So that's an amazing tech as well, just to discard more energies into the discard pile. And the Iono, like I said, it's absolutely insane to disrupt your opponent's hand against Gardy and whatnot, against Gardy, against Pult, a lot of decks basically, right? Against Bolt as well. The Briar is absolutely necessary, especially against Gardy and Bolt. Whenever Bolt takes a... not really Bolt take a lead actually. When you take one prize, let's say if you were to start first and you're unable to find a boss, or if they were to not bench a 2 prize Pokemon, you're probably going to take a 1 prize lead first. Then they're going to take 2, you're going to take 2, then you're going to take 2, and that is where the Briar comes in. Absolutely insane tech. And when you play against Bolt, if you're able to go first, I think it's almost a sure win. If they were to go first and they were to baby Bolt your Skwovet or your Charcadet, then you can just go 2-2, right? So Briar is absolutely insane. Now, the spiciest tech I have in here, I think before we reach there, we just want to put in one Jamming Tower, mainly for Gardevoir. It's not too bad putting down the Jamming Tower turn 1 as well to avoid any rescue bot playing to a Badoo, right? Because quite often you face Dragapult and they don't have an energy card to retreat if they're active. If they were to Arven for a Poffin, for example, right? So, but it's mainly for Gardy. Gardy is a little bit of a struggle, but the 3 bosses here makes it insane. You can probably take 2 prizes quite often. And the Jamming Tower is good against Drifloon. And the Briar is also good against Gardy as well. But the spiciest tech here, I would say, is the Rocky Helmet, which works against Gardy as well. But the main deck that I'm using this for is the Joltik box for Pikachu, right? So you would want to use Rocky Helmet just so you can knock back damage to Pikachu, because they can't really knock you out. They can't knock you out with Iron Hands. They can't knock you out with Ursaluna. They can't knock you out with Mew. Actually, Mew, they can do it. They can't knock you out with Clefairy as well. So Rocky Helmet is an absolutely insane card to have. Especially if they're going second, you're going first. Hopefully you can boss out for 2 prizes as fast as you can to take the 2 prize lead. If you can't, then you rely on the Briar play at the end of the game. But the Rocky Helmet is absolutely necessary against Pikachu, right? Against Joltik box, obviously, if possible, you would want to skip benching the squad, because they're just going to Iron Hands for 3 prizes. Which is not really an issue actually, because they would want to go 2-2 anyway. If they were to go 3-1-2 or 3-2-2 anyway, it's the same thing. They probably need 3 turns of taking prizes, so it's not really an issue. It really depends on how you're on the price map, right? So yeah, I think this is an absolutely insane list. The synergy of Mew and Skwovet is absolutely insane, guys. You will see from a couple of videos that I've been playing, it's really insane. And the helmet plus double Iono is also absolutely insane. Right now, this is a sick list that I will be taking to a couple of competitions. The reason why I'm playing this instead of my usual Armor Rouge or Blaziken decks is because I think those decks, they just probably takes up too much brain power. This deck is underrated and underestimated in terms of how much brain power you need to use, but still requires less brain power compared to other decks. It's a lot more turbo and linear, so in that case, in that sense, it's a lot more comfortable and more easy on the mind to play. And hence, I just want to try these kind of decks because I rarely play this type of decks, right? Your turbo and linear decks. So let's just see. We have a couple of matches at Arceus rank, and it's absolutely insane. Just take a look at the games and you see how this dynamic and this synergy is absolutely working. It's totally fine. It's, in my opinion, again, it's way better than a Rev Room list. So let's just take a look at a couple of games, right? So obviously you want to be going first every game. I was considering playing a Badoo in my deck in the event I go second against deck like Bolt, where you want to avoid Prime Catcher into them taking 2 prizes. It's not really an issue if their Baby Bolt snipes us first to take a 1 prize lead, right? If you're able to boss for the Grass Pond later on in the game, then we can just finish them off with a sorry, we would just be up 2-2, right, in terms of pricing. If we were to go first and we were to take 1 prize, for example, it's also not too bad, because if we were to take 1 and they were to take 2, we can just have the Briar play at the end of the game, right? So I think Bolt, as long as you go pretty smoothly, which is more often than not the case, I think things will go pretty well. So Bolt's not really an issue. It's difficult if they're prime for your Squawk, for example, going first. So I think in that case, if you were to go second, you would want to bring out a Badoo maybe. So yeah, so I think you will want to do that against Bolt. But I think apart from Bolt, there is no other matchups where you want to be Badooing as well. So, but considering that Bolt won the most recent regionals, Bolt is going around a lot recently, you would want to play Badoo probably, because you're going to meet a lot of Bolts. So yeah, so we're going against a Pult, which is, that's a beautiful hand to start with. Going against Pult is great. So I'm just going to thin my hand. It's got, I think, probably everything in the deck. For video purposes, I don't really want to, I don't want to be deck checking too much, I guess. But yeah, so sick hand. Unfortunately, we do not have a... Well, I can Skwovet this hand, right? Just because I don't want to discard what the Ceruledge and the Ceruledge and the... Yeah, not too bad. So we're just gonna do this. Hand attach for an energy to retreat later on in the game. Not too bad, right? The problem is, you can't be mewing here this turn anyway. So I'm just gonna do this. See, the tough thing is you will be... Unfortunately, I might have to get rid of 2 bosses here, right? Yeah. It's very unfortunate because he'll probably be Badooing me, I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to retreat and Carmine. 2 bosses out. I did not check how many bosses I have left in the deck, but I think 1 boss might be okay. The problem is we can't really... Yeah, we can't really Briar this game. Well, maybe you can. It's a bit tough. So I think ideally what I want to do here is I want to evolve Ceruledge, retreat, Carmine into energy. Oh, okay. So we didn't really need to discard the bosses there, unfortunately. But yeah, what we're going to do is we're just going to do this, and Carmine. Yeah. Well, Rocky Helmet's not really doing much, I think. Get an energy card here. I mean, Jamming Tower is still there anyway, right? Yeah, I'm just going to get the Mew here for now. Skwovet into 1 and restart into 3. Not the best hand. Hopefully we can get another... Yeah. I think we can do this, right? Yeah, not too bad. Just going to discard more energy cards. Get another Charcadet in play. And you knock Drippy out. So you're already doing 210 even after using Brilliant Blender, right? So that's not, I mean, not really good, I think, but yeah, I mean, not too bad. I'm gonna just evolve quickly, just to avoid any Halucha plays, right? So I'm just gonna evolve quite fast. I don't think they can really double bomb. Well, they can bomb Ceruledge. Yeah, without Radiant Alakazam here, I think we're not too worried in terms of what they can do to us. In the case of bombing us, transferring 20 to the bench Charcadet and knocking both out in 1 turn, right? So yeah, a lot of people have been saying, well, are you not afraid of the liability of both Squawk and Mew and Skwovet? In fact, all 3 of them are liabilities against Pult, right? But I think it's not too bad if, first of all, they can't really move that fast, I would say. Yeah, I'm gonna bring out Squawk. They can't move that fast, I would say, and it's not always the case where, they can be... they're basically keeping my Ceruledge alive, right? So I think that's great. If they want to keep my Ceruledge alive for me, not dealing a single damage on the Ceruledge, it's also good, right? I need an energy one time. Oh, shit. I think Cycling Rod's not too bad. I'm just gonna put it down. Iono. I think most definitely we're gonna get an energy card, right? Yep, got it. Retreat. Do I want to use Cycling Rod though? Just in case they gust me another time. See, the thing is, I don't really need to use Cycling Rod this turn, right? And I can discard the energy card with Ultra Ball later on anyway. So, do I want to be drawing cards in search for the boss? Not really, because I can just refresh my hand. Basically, there's a lot of things I can do, right? We're playing 3 stretches here. 2 is gone already, so this is probably the last stretcher we have. Is there any scenario that we specifically need stretcher? Not really as well, right? Yeah. So the thing is here is that if they were to knock me out, using both Dusknoir and Dragapult, it's not really the worst thing in the world, right? Because I will definitely have another Ceruledge alive for me. And right now I'm doing up to 230. Let me see, to knock Dragapult out, we need to discard 15 energy cards. If we were to discard this from Ceruledge and 2 more energies from Ultra Ball, yeah. It's not too bad as well, right? So that would be discarding, yeah. They're bringing out the Ursa early, which is a good thing for us because we'll be able to boss for 2 prizes right now. And that's obviously great. I'm just going to Artazon to... The main purpose of using Artazon, I would say, is to... Oh, it's a painful Iono. Yeah. The main purpose of me using Artazon, I would say, is to thin out my deck. I also want to search what I have in my deck, right? Yeah, we got a boss. That's good. Can we kill... No, we can't. 250 on the Ursaluna is not really much as well, right? Do I want to preserve my boss here? I would say probably yes, right? Yeah. Yeah, so they're getting the Dragapult out now. They're going to give me one more prize though, but they're going to knock out Ceruledge. So if I boss Ursaluna, there's no way the Dusknoir will be moving at all whatsoever, right? So I think that's good for us. There's a possibility... Oh, yeah. There's a possibility he's going to snipe the... Oh, unfair stamp. Damn, the boss is gone. Very likely he's going to kill the Mew here, right? Very likely, yeah. But the thing is, he keeps my Ceruledge alive, and I'm not sure if he wants to do that. And yeah, the 20 damage on... Yeah, 20 damage is good as well. Oh no! It's keeping the Mew alive. Thank you so much. So it's going to knock the Yeah, so I need to take one more prize. I think it's extremely essential that I take at least one more prize. Now, if I bench the Mew, I can't... Yeah, it is tough. If I bench the Mew... Oh, this is tough. I need to take... Oh, he's going to knock the Skwovet out. I see. Okay. Well, I do have another Skwovet, right, in play. So yeah, I can Artazon for it. Oh, just a jet. Yeah, it's quite rough actually, to be honest. Yeah, it's quite rough. And I drew into the boss. Oh, but it's 230. But I still think I should be taking at least one prize here, right? So I'm just gonna do this. Can they take multiple prizes here? It's quite tough for them, right? I think I'm just gonna get a Skwovet. Wait a minute. I just want to see if I have Fez in my deck, which I do, and a couple of balls left. I might want to keep the space for him, right? This will be the last boss though, so I need to knock this Dragapult out no matter what. Or do I want to hit Yeah, if he has a switch, which he will most likely have, right? And he plays Arven as well. So I don't really want to take the risk there. I think I'll take this guy out. And just Nash Stash. Ooh. Ooh. Should I do it? I don't really want to be Ionoing as well, right? The thing is, if he knocks my Mew out, I'm okay, right? Not too bad. If he knocks my Mew out, I'm caught up in I'm caught in a little bit of a pickle here, actually. So he can't knock out 2 Ceruledges for now. The problem is I do not have any more bosses here, but at least the Dragapult there's 20 damage on the Dragapult, so I need 1 less energy here. Which unfortunately is a bit tough as well still. So I'll get the Fez. Yeah, I'm not sure if putting double Skwovet was the right play, because now I can't really put 2 Mews down, which I should want to do in the first place, right? So I think that might be a problem. Yeah. Yeah, I think he was still Iono me here, regardless, right? So he's gonna double Dracloak. If he gets an Iono, I'm not too troubled by it, because I have quite a number of Nest Balls, Ultra Balls, and to draw into Fez itself in the deck, right? Now the good thing is, I was too worried about benching the Skwovet, but actually, in all honesty, it's not really a problem, because he's going to be knocking 1 out, right? I think. And I don't think so he can take that many of a price this turn. Arven is used, so he's not going to Iono me, which is great. He can't use Unfair Stamp as well, because it's already used. So he's going to knock the Ceruledge out. He might counter catcher for Mew. But I'm pretty sure he should want to knock out the... That's a bit tricky here, actually. I don't know who he intends to knock out if he has a counter catcher. 1 counter catcher is used. He can't use another boss. If I'm him, I'll probably counter catcher. I want to avoid the 20 damage, right? It reduces 1 energy card, and also it's not killing the Ceruledge, so that's another energy that's left there. But he's not using the counter catcher. If I'm him, I will not kill the Skwovet. I will want to leave. Well, he doesn't know my list anyway, right? So I think probably he will want to take 3 prizes here. Yeah, he doesn't have... No point putting on Squawk or Mew, because there's no more... You might want to put 10 on the Ceruledge. Oh no, I don't know, man. No point putting on Squawk or Mew, because there's no more Dracloak... Duskull in play, so you can't take multiple prizes in that regard, right? Losing Thornton is really painful for Dusknoid based deck. But yeah, if I were him, not too bad actually. But yeah, I think so. I need 280, which would be 280 minus 30 is 250. So I need 13 energy cards here, which I need 1 more on discard pile and 1 more for hand attach. So I'm just going to get a Fez. So I'll Nazball into a Fez. I will Skwovet first. Do I want to double Skwovet? Double Skwovet into Mew? Can't be, right? Smart play, keeping a slot check there against me. That was good. Got the energy card. This is 1 step done. I'll Nazball into a Fez. Yeah. I do have 1 Carmine, 2 Vessels, 2 Ultra. I have quite a number of draws here actually, so I think I'll Nazball first. I will Nest Stash first. Into a Carmine that is... I think I would want to Mew and Fez into an energy card and then just discard it, right? Yeah, this game. That's the sick thing about this deck. The draws are quite insane, to be honest. I'm really doing 270. Carmine away the energy cards and knock out for 310. The helmet did quite a number on the Dragapult as well. He actually hit twice. So the Rocky helmet was doing good stuff as well. But I'm still doing what, 310? Yeah, I probably could have. Yeah, without a helmet might be a little bit iffy there. But I still have quite a number of draws left. So yeah, exactly. It's a beautiful deck to play. Obviously, you do have a number of struggles against a number of decks as well. But I do think this is probably a better list compared to the River Room list, and the Monkey Dory as well. I don't think we really need to play Monkey Dory in this deck. Because we're hitting quite a number of damage as well, quite a big amount of damage. Yeah, but I think it can be considered. But the bench spacing will be a little bit tough because you'll need to bench Squawk, Mew, Skwovet, and at least one more Charcadet. And probably against Dragapult, you will want to bench 2 Charcadets with the active Ceruledge, and that will leave you with no space for Monkey Dory anyway, right? So sick deck, sick list. Quite a number of decks want to go first now, unfortunately, right? Against Bolt. Oh, against Bolt, against Terrabox, and whatnot. So yeah, I'm going first. Give me a beautiful hand. It's a pretty decent hand if I were to not mulligan, right? This, however, is a bad hand. I'd say it's not too bad because I can discard quite a number of cards. So yeah, mulligan, nice. Playing against a Gardevoir. The good thing is we are not going to Squawk. We're leaving up space for Squawk. Do I want to just discard the Squawk? Not really, right? Okay, we have the Squawk here. You know what? I think I should straight discard an energy card. I mean, attach an energy card. There's quite a number of energy cards that are going away already, man. Boom. See you later, alligator. We're just going to throw it all away. Beautiful Mew in place. So we're just going to get a... I don't think I... Yeah. I'm not going to get a Skwovet for now. I'm just going to get this guy. Oh, I could have get a Skwovet and just Night Stretcher for the... Absolute horrendous move right there. But it's fine. Just in case they were to boss me. And I'll need an energy card to retreat, right? So yeah. I think definitely the Skwovet was the right play there, but it's fine. Yeah, I should have Ultra Ball, Skwovet, Night Stretcher into a Ceruledge boss. Restart Mew if they were to boss my Squawk, if I need an energy card. But yeah, at the same time, quite a number of energy cards have been discarded as well. So might not be the right play. I don't know. Wow, secret box. I think they're definitely not going to Iono me, right? But if they do, let's just take a look. But if they do, it's going to be a little bit difficult for us to search out for our Ceruledges, because there's one in my hand, one in the discard pile, and I can't be using any Ultra Balls and Night Stretchers if they're going to Badoo me here, right? Surprising that the Nest Ball for the Ralts, they're probably going to Puffin for... They should have Zero Box Puffin Ralts and Nest Ball for someone else. But then, unless they don't play Puffin, which... as far as I know, Brent Tonison does not play Puffin, right? I think. I'm not sure. 1,000 Vessel, Bravery Charm. That's quite a number of cards. Not too bad. Yeah. Didn't check if I have the Jamming Tower here. So it's probably gonna Artazon for... Oh, he's throwing the Artazon away, but it's gonna research. He doesn't want to give me the Artazon, I think, right? Yeah, that's probably it. Mew. Get me the Mew, son. Nah, that routes. Yeah, that's the right play. Bravery Charm, the Scream Tail? Is that the move, though? I don't think so. He should have searched for the Bravery Charm preemptively, right? Now he's got to research it away. Or he should at least Ultra Ball for... Yeah, he should have Ultra Ball for someone else. Now, I'm going to intentionally leave the Charm there, just so I can Jamming Tower him later on in the game. Yeah, it's probably going to retreat for the routes. Double Monkey Dory is a bit painful, no doubt about it. Quite a number of energy cards here, I would say. Yeah, I'm going to boss for the routes, I guess. Beautiful that I got the... You can't knock me out here, right? I think either way, I am going to be mewing anyway. Yeah, I'm just going to get another Charcadet here. Honestly, I'm not sure if it's the right play. They're gonna need candy and they secret boxed without a candy, so Carmine's good. Carmine's good. Yeah, they're probably gonna knock me out here. Quite a number of people will be dying. They are going to need a candy, which is not necessarily easy to get. Oh, okay. Well, they can't use research now. Ultra Ball candy is what they want to have. Well, I myself have a pretty decent hand, right? So, okay. It might appear that they don't have... Get a Curlia. If they're getting a Curlia, here's a good sign. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. Now, the thing is, do I want to dig out a boss's order for the Curlia? Probably not, right? I don't think so. Just gonna get another Ultra Ball, evolve on the Charcadet. I'm just gonna attach an energy card on the... Who do I want to attach the energy card on? That's the thing. So put down Charcadet, put down Skwovet, Earthen Vessel into something, and Ultra Ball, and... So I wouldn't need to Carmine, right? Do I want to do Mew before I Carmine? I think it'll be absolutely beautiful here if I can boss into the Ralts. I think they're going to intentionally... Oh, they probably might search out the Fez. And if they do search out the Fez or the Mew, we will want to boss them, right? So you know what? You know what? I am not going to Carmine here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to Earthen Vessel, the card that I draw into. Put down the Charcadet, put down the Skwovet, and... So it's quite pointless to boss here. So should I still just... Oh, okay. I think it was a mistake on their part, right? Yeah, so I'm just going to do this. Right. Do I want to discard both or should I attach one to the... Do you know what? Let's just see how many Carmines have been used. One. I think I can afford to discard one of you. Get one more of you here. Attach. Mew. Come on, give me a boss, please. That's the sick thing about this deck, bruh. Absolutely insane. And do I want to Skwovet? Just in case he gets knocked out. Not really, right? You know what? I'm going to stash. But the thing is, it might have been the wrong play actually. If he kills my Mew now, I'm absolutely screwed. If he gusses out Squawk and kills Mew, I am screwed, right? That was the wrong play, I think. Yeah, that's the wrong play. But it's fine. Yeah. Oh, I can still Ultra Ball. Yeah, I got one price there. I can still Ultra Ball for a Fez. So it's not too bad. I think they're probably stuck here. If they're going to evolve to a Curlia. They're playing Arven. Right. Okay. Yeah. They're just gonna get. Oh wait. Yeah, they're just gonna candy. Wait. They have candy in hand. Then why did they search for another Curlia, right? Or if they did not Arven for a candy because both candies are priced, then okay. Too bad, I guess. If I can somehow get another boss here, it'd be absolutely insane. Yeah. Do I want to Ultra Ball for... I guess I'll Ultra Ball for a card and then I will Nestash and Mew, right? Still quite a number of... Still one more boss in the deck. And even if I don't have one more boss, I would probably... Yeah, even though I don't have that one more boss, I probably want to draw into the Pal Pad as well, right? I'm definitely not going to Iono them here. They have an absolutely dead hand. Yeah, beautiful. Oh. They're probably going to scoop, right? I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Well, now the thing is, I've used up 3 bosses. I didn't check if I have Pal Pad in my deck, so it's going to be a problem. But we're up 3-0, right? So I think not too bad. We're drawing prizes. Hopefully Pal Pad is in the deck. Didn't really check. I don't really need to use any other supporter here, right? Definitely not Iono. I don't have any other bosses left, so I should Carmine this hand. Hopefully, basically what I'm going to do now is I want to search out my... So they have a candy all along. Wait. Oh, they don't have the Gardevoir in the deck, right? Right. Okay, so now the plan here is, I want to search out a Pal Pad. I want to search out for a Jamming Tower. If he's smart, he's absolutely not. It's probably gonna. Oh, it's killing the Mew. It's killing the Mew, right? If he's smart here, he will not attach too many NG cards on the Screamtail, so that I can Jamming Tower him later on, right? I mean, obviously he does not know that I'm playing Jamming Tower, but I think if you're smart, you definitely know Ceruledge decks play Jamming Tower. Wait, does he not have energy in the deck? In the discard pile? Wait, he has one more, right? Yeah, so he can't use Monkey Dory, right? He doesn't have enough energy cards. So he's probably going to aim the Squawk, which is absolutely brilliant. Oh no, sorry, yeah, he's going to Monkey Dory from... Yeah, that's the right play. Okay, so Carmine, hopefully for a Fez. Yeah, the thing about putting down too many Charcadets here, the problem is I can't put Mew and Fez in my board state right now. So that was a mistake, right? That's definitely a mistake. Yeah. Nesball into the Fez, brilliant. I want to get the Pal Pad, right? So I shoot Fez first, I think, right? Pal Pad. No Night Stretcher, I don't think. I don't need the Ceruledge there, right? Just do this, just so I can discard my hand later on. Carmine, no Jamming Tower, but I guess it's alright. I definitely need this Pal Pad, man. If I can somehow... Look, I didn't really see what's in my hand. In my deck, sorry. I did not check for the Pal Pad, but if I can somehow... So I'm going to draw 4 cards the following turn if he kills me, right? So if I do that... Wait, I can probably Nesball for something as well. I think there's a high chance I can get my Pal Pad, actually. Yeah, he's going to get a Drifloon or a... whatever. Screamtail again is going to knock out the Squawk. Right, that's nice. So I'm just going to Nesball. I'm going to Mew. So the thing is, if I can get the... I might not have a Pal Pad here. That's the problem. I absolutely didn't check my deck. That's a problem. So now, okay, the thing is, if they take 2 prizes here and it's not good, then that'll be fine. Oh, wait! Briar, baby! Wait, if Briar and Pal Pad is in my prize as my last 2 cards, then I'm just absolutely insanely fucked. But if there isn't... Let's say Briar's still in the deck, right? I'm just gonna Pokegear it out anyway. Now, assuming that Briar isn't in my deck, what I'm gonna do is I am gonna try and search out the Pal Pad boss, right? Because I can hit for 330 right now. Okay, so first things first. Nesball, check my deck. There is a Pal Pad, and there is... Oh, yikes. This is absolutely yikes, right? Okay, wait. Let me just think. What do I need to do here? Do I want to double Mew? Yeah, because I need to keep the Pal Pad, right? Or is it double Skwovet? Double Mew, double Skwovet. What cards can I use here? There's quite a number of cards I can use here, so I think I should be double Mewing, actually, to be honest. But I thin my deck with the Skwovet, though. So... This is a bit tricky. Yeah. I don't think it's the right play. Let's just thin my deck. So I do this. I thin it further with the Ceruledge, right? Right. Oh, wait. I'm supposed to bench the Mew. Oh, wait. It's still not too bad. Wait. So if I Skwovet into 1 and Fez, I'm definitely getting a Pal Pad. Yeah. I think this is it, right? Yeah, I'll get the Pal Pad. And yeah, I think I got game here, right? I have a game here, right? Yeah. I'm definitely getting the Pal Pad. And I Pal Pad one... Oh, wait! What calculation is that? Damn it! 2 bosses order. Okay. I mean, clearly we did it wrong. But it's fine. We should have benched the Mew. Absolutely should have benched the Mew. But it's okay. Okay. I'm so sorry, man. So, I mean, the chances of getting 2 bosses and 1 Pokegear from a Cycling Rod and a Skwovet is not too bad as well, I think. Yeah. Phew. Misplayed, but not too bad, I guess, right? The Skwovet and the Mew came out on top. MVP, man.